Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all having a great Monday today. I'm having a great Monday. Got an email today from a subscriber. It had a tracking number of a package that they were sending me. So today will be a mail day, and we'll break into that in just a second. So I want to get a special shout out to Joe Rodriguez. He had contacted me on one of the comments following one of the videos. Gave him my email, and we set up a transaction. And so he's left me a little note here of the people that he likes. So I'll get with him later, send him a nice package out. And so he sent me this really nice package of all these cards, and we'll go over those. I've not opened them. The only one that was a single that I've opened up is this really nice Goodwin's Champions Erica Enders autograph. Very nice. Erica Enders, if you remember back about 2012, Kurt Busch of NASCAR fame was going to run some NHRA Pro Stock races, and one off weekend he qualified for one, and Erica Enders actually beat Kurt in the first round. So we'll go ahead. He's got 16 bags here of NASCAR cards. We'll go ahead and open these up. And we have right there Kyle Larson front and center. I know Danny likes that one. So we got a Kyle Larson front and center, 2014. Yeah, 2014 press pass. Very nice. Then we have, excuse me, Marcos Ambrose. Then we have a Kyle Busch pit crew going on there. Then another Carl Edwards pit crew action. Kyle Larson. David Gilliland when he drove for Front Row. Jimmie Johnson snapshots. I believe that's Jeff Burton. It's hard to see with the glare that I'm getting here. So Jeff Burton, Eric Almirola driving for Richard Petty Motorsports, Brad Keselowski. And what I like about these 2015 and 2014 era cards, it gives you a nice area here to get signed. So some of these, if the track gets opened back up, I may take those and get them signed, some of them. And hopefully that we'll be getting the world opened up soon. But at any rate, we have Travis Kvapil back in BK Racing days. I believe Travis's son's starting to get into racing now. David Reagan recently retired. Parker Kligerman, who of course works for NBC Sports during their racing broadcasts, but he's been doing pretty good in the iRacing that they've been having. Jimmie Johnson. Another, see, is this Dale Jr. or Casey Kane? Okay, Casey Kane, Farmers Insurance car. I thought it was funny that Hendrick had two cars sponsored by rival insurance companies, Farmers and Nationwide. Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, Clint Bowyer, Mark Martin, Justin Allgaier, Brian Vickers in his lone full season for Joe Gibbs in the Xfinity or Nationwide at the time. Brennan Newberry, Race Day Replay, Kevin Harvick, excuse me, Justin Allgaier, and a Jeb Burton back in his Truck Series days. Was that for Kyle Busch Motorsports? I can't remember. It may have been KBM, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look into that. This is a little bit thicker pack. Ooh, National Trading Card Day on the front there. I like that. So we have a National Trading Card Day right there. The cover card gives you a little bit of information there. So we have Jeff Gordon, Jimmie Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Tony Stewart. Very awesome. Really like those. Thank you very much for those. I'll have to get those in a jewel case and keep that as a set. Keep that separated. And then we have some more 2014 press pass. Denny Hamlin's crew there. Jeff Gordon. Nice little card there. Then we have Elliott Sadler, Sam Hornish Jr., Brad Kay, Eric Almirola, Jeff Burton. And we have Ty Dillon, James Buescher. So those are a couple drivers back in the Truck Series when they were, I believe James would race if he could get a ride, but he's been kind of out of ride. Ty Dillon, of course, is in the Cup Series now. There's Austin Dillon. Name variation, Jimmie Johnson, I believe this was 2016 Donruss. 2017, I apologize. Name variation, JJ. Then you have Dale Earnhardt Jr., a couple different paint schemes he ran. Kevin Harvick. We have Danica. Then we have, is that MTJ? Yes, it is. Very nice. Back in his Furniture Row racing days. Matt Kenseth. Denny Hamlin. Cameron Haley. Is that it's the Truck Series card there. Denny Hamlin. I almost said DiBenedetto, but I knew better than that. It was Ryan Blaney. Back when he was, before Paul Menard took that ride over. Jeffrey Earnhardt. We got these Ignites. I always like the Ignite cards. I really like how they look. Their presentation's very nice. So you got Matt Kenseth, Eric Almirola, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Casey Mears. We have Ricky Stenhouse, Matt Kenseth, Daniel Suarez, Brendan Gaughan, Jamie Mack. A nice Dale Earnhardt Jr. card there. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Bill Elliott, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Hot Seat. And the last one of this pack is Dale Earnhardt Jr. I believe that's just the base set card. It is. From, again, 2014 Press Pass. Very cool stack there. See a really nice Jamie McMurray magenta on the front. From 2014 Press Pass. There's a couple of parallels they had. They had the magenta and the cyan. Then we have a David Reagan replay. That's when he won in 2013 at Talladega. Front Row Motorsports had a 1-2 finish with him and with Reagan and Gilliland running 1-2. Carl Edwards, Juan Pablo Montoya. First time seeing him today, I think. Then we have Reagan, Kligerman. Let's see here, that's Jimmy Johnson again. I was just trying to read the name because sometimes, even though there's only been one driver of the 48 the last 20 years, still want to make sure. Casey Kane. Michael Waltrip, first time we've seen Mikey today. Paul Menard. David Rudiman. Ty Dillon. Jeff Burton. Eric Almirola. Brad Keselowski. Travis Kvapil. This is Marcos Ambrose. We have a Kyle Busch pit stop card. Very nice looking card again. And we have, who's that? Roush Fenway. It's Edwards. Carl Edwards. Juan Pablo Montoya. David Reagan. Parker Kligerman. Ooh, that's a nice... I really like that paint scheme. I always loved that paint scheme when Keselowski ran this particular Miller car. Couple more. Looks like we have 3 more packs to go through. So we'll open this top pack here. Try to get through these. So Chase for the Sprint Cup, the contenders. So that would have had the 12 drivers. I like that. I don't have that card. It's a nice card. So it has all the contenders there on the back from that year's championships playoffs in 2014. Excuse me. Then we have ground crew of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and one of Danica. Ty Dillon, Jeff Burton, Eric Almirola, Keselowski, Kvapil, ground crew Jeff Gordon, Menard, Rudiman, Sam Hornish Jr. Of course, he was driving in the Nationwide Series for Penske. That may have been the year that he was runner-up to Austin Dillon by 3 points in the championship. Elliott Sadler, who's driving for Gibbs at the time. Gordon ground crew. Then we have Hamlin, Kyle Busch Velocity. Very nice insert card there. Really like that one. Are these ones inserts or no? Yeah, I always get some of the inserts confused because they look so much like base set cards sometimes. So this is a nice Matt Kenseth when he won the night race at Bristol. There you see in 2013. Then we have Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson, Parker Kligerman, David Reagan, Juan Pablo Montoya. Nice Jeff Gordon card there. Then we have Regan Smith. Jeff Gordon. Is this one of the... Okay, that's from 09. Yeah, that's one of the puzzles on the back that you can put together the Hendrick Motorsports team. Ron Hornaday Jr. Mark Davis. I can't remember if Mark was part of the Drive for Diversity program. Kyle Larson. It's a nice Kyle Larson. Ryan Blaney. So you're seeing some of the drivers that are today that are the big names. This is back when they were a little bit younger, and some of the ones that were nearing the end of their careers. Denny Hamlin, Casey Mears, Regan Smith, Jeffrey Earnhardt. Can't remember who he was driving for at that point. May have been Johnny Davis Racing. Brian Scott, while he was still in the Nationwide Series. I think he was driving for Richard Childress that year in the 2 car. Yep. Because Brian went to a few different rides. He ran for Richard Petty Motorsports in the Cup Series for 1 year. And then he abruptly retired. This is our next to last pack. Replay Kevin Harvick when he won the Coke 600 back in 2013. Last lap pass of Dale Earnhardt Jr. You have Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards, Jimmy Johnson win from Martinsville in the spring of 2013. Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte. First time we've seen Bobby today. This is when he drove the number 47 for JTG Daugherty. Kind of a bit of a career revival for Bobby. He had some good runs, including a fourth place in the 2011 Daytona 500. Truex, Austin Dillon, James Buescher, Ty Dillon, Jeff Burton, Casey Mears, Regan Smith. Of course, this is when he was driving for James Finch. Juan Pablo Montoya. We've seen Hornish a little bit ago. There's Elliott Sadler, Jeff Gordon, Denny Hamlin, the ground crew cards. I think it's the first time we've seen Greg Biffle today. Then we have Michael Waltrip, Paul Menard, David Rudiman, Sam Hornish, and Elliott Sadler. And then we've got one more package to go here. Looks like I'll just take a few out and then take a few more. And we'll be able to finish this off. We have a Race Kings Dale Earnhardt Jr. from 2017. Then we have a 2014 Dale Jr. checklist. We have, oh, that's a nice one, a Dale Jr. from 2014. Dale Jr. Hot Seat. Well, it looks like the parallel version, the gold foil. You can just see just a tinge of gold foil, or whatever color they created or called it. I'm not familiar with it. Acceleration, Kurt Busch, 2009. And I'm going to show you the picture on the back. I did like, minus the wing, I think that car looked pretty sharp, especially with those blue rims. Even though I said I really liked Keselowski's car when they had the beer bottle going up the side of the car, I think Kurt's car also looked really nice with those blue rims. Then we have a replay, Carl Edwards. Of course, there you see him doing his backflip. Jamie McMurray, Scott Speed. Scott, of course, has been doing a lot of the iRacing and all sorts of platforms here recently. He races in the World Rallycross. There was one of the series. They came to Indianapolis a few years ago and got to see them race. It was pretty interesting. Regan Smith, back in his Tax Slayer days with Junior Motorsports. Then we have a Martin Truex Jr. when he won at Sonoma driving for Michael Waltrip Racing. I believe that was his only win driving for an MWR. Denny Hamlin Ground Crew. Then we have a Snapshots. Marcos Ambrose, Matt Kenseth, Bobby Labonte, Martin Truex Jr., Austin Dillon, James Buescher, Matt Kenseth. We have Matt Kenseth. We have Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney. So all the stars are here filling this awesome mail day. So I want to give a special thank you to Joe Rodriguez. He is a subscriber. He usually thumbs up or comments on most of my videos, so I appreciate that and appreciate him sending this. I've got your list here right beside me, Joe. I'll go through those and we'll get something in the mail to you here shortly. But I do appreciate that. Seen also this morning, we are at 88 subs, so we're 12 more away for giving away a rookie card here. Either be Tony Stewart, King Griffey Jr., or Braun Strowman. So we'll get some of those. We'll get one of those headed out to a lucky subscriber when we get there. Once again, thank you, Joe. I do appreciate this. It's awesome cards. I'll have to get these separated out and into my little piles and stacks and boxes and albums and so forth. So once again, I do appreciate everybody watching. Still don't know what I'm going to do for tomorrow's video, and I've been off work for about 7 weeks now, but I will be going back to work soon, so I probably won't be getting a video every day if I get back to work, but until I do get back to work full-time, I probably will have a video every day. Not sure if tomorrow, if it's going to be, I've got at least one more Jeff Gordon Special Request Danny and Graves video. I've got some small sets I'd like to look at and a few other things. But once again, I do appreciate all the subscriptions, the comments, the likes. So keep all that coming, and I appreciate it. And you guys have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.